Okay, you're now going to deal with recursive. They have to give you the first term. So A1 is 2, or above A1, there's the number given. They have to give you a number, otherwise it's not recursive. Okay? Hey guys, quiet. Okay. Look, you guys know 3 times 4 is 12, 4 times 3 is 12, like the commutative property, right? It doesn't matter. So the order. So here, if the recursive is the common ratio times the prior term, and number 11, they give you the prior term times the common ratio. So the fact that these two, it's like 3 times 4, 4 times 3, it's still the same math, right? It's still 12. Okay, so for 11, they say given, let's read the directions, given the recursive formula, find the common ratio. The common ratio is 2. So it doesn't matter if it's in the front, and then the prior term, or its prior term common ratio, that's the common ratio 2, right? Okay, and then it says, find the first 5 terms, and then rewrite to the explicit formula. All right, so the first 5 terms, they gave me A1 is 2. A2, if my common ratio is 2, aren't I just multiplying by 2 from term to term, right? So, times 2, 4, right? A to the 3 times 2, 8, right? And you can plug it in, like if I want to know what A to the 2, the second term is, I use a 2 minus 1. Well, 2 minus 1, this is like a lot of work, is 1 times 2. Well, what's the value of the first term? 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So actually substituting into the recursive formula is kind of a bit of work. If you can do it in your head, you know? Okay, so if I wanted to prove A is 3, what the third term? A to the 3, well, I'm going to use the second term times my common ratio 2. So if I know the second term is the value 4, well, what's 4 times 2? 8, and so there's my 8. So you should be able to substitute into the recursive form. But you should also understand when they give you the common ratio, that is what you are multiplying. That's right. The product is that times the prior term. So it's 8 times 2, 16. Right? But you can also put it in. What's the fourth term? I'm going to use the third term times 2. Well, the third term is 8. What's 8 times 2? 16. And then the fifth term times 2, you get 32. Yeah? I know, this math is like math you've done since like the 3rd grade. It's just, you're like, they're writing it like really complicated, where I've been doing my multiples of 2 since the 3rd grade. Okay, so they want the first 5 terms, then they say, give me the explicit formula. Remember, for explicit formula, you don't substitute here. You need the first term, and you need your common ratio. You have the common ratio, it's 2, and you have the first term, it's 2. So for explicit formula, it would be an. The first term is 2. The common ratio is 2, but you're putting your n minus 1. And what I would say is, do not go 4 and then n minus 1. If you were to write this and combine your first term and combine these two, that is so wrong. Do not do that. The first term and the common ratio should not be simplified, reduced, or combined. so give you guys like 15 minutes. You can work on 12, 13, 14, and then in 15 minutes, if you want me to do one of the other ones, like 14 has a ratio of 3, 12 has -3, 13 has 5. I mean, whichever one, I could just write it up real quick. You can check it.
I have a paper. You have the paper.
Yeah. Because it's still recording, so just so I know when it's started. Okay, so. Oh, do you have this? Wait, is this backside? No, come on this second. Find the second page for that. Do you have a second one for that arithmetic? It should be white as well. The video's still going. I'll shut it off just so you guys know it resets. Do you have the second page? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna turn the video off just because it's going. And then I'll show this up again, okay?